Hello and welcome to Light TV Main News. The quote of the day is, "Love is not about finding the perfect person, but learning to see an imperfect person perfectly." The headlines. President Hakainde Hichilema launches 2025 report on ending child marriage in Africa. Government suspends livestock imports from South Africa. Drug Enforcement Commission records major cannabis seizures nationwide. Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer announces move at Munich Security Conference. With the news in detail, my name is Joel Chisompola. President Hakainde Hichilema has launched the Presidential Champions 2025 report on ending child marriage in Africa during the 39th Ordinary Session of the African Union in Ethiopia. Titled Towards a Transformative Agenda to End Child Marriage in Africa, the report calls for stronger political commitment and strategic action across the continent. The Zambian government highlighted its Keeping Girls in School and Beyond initiative under the Girl 2 project as a key intervention. The program provides annual bursaries to around 228,000 girls, ensuring access to education and empowerment. The project, alongside the re-entry policy, allows girls who fall pregnant to return to school, helping prevent teenage pregnancies from becoming permanent life outcomes. These efforts support Zambia's target of eliminating child marriage by 2030, in line with Sustainable Development Goal 5 on gender equality. The Girl 2 project is implemented by the government of Zambia in partnership with the World Bank and cooperating partners, including the embassies of Ireland, Germany, Sweden, and the UK and Zambia.
Of course, the boy child is important, must not be left behind. The family is male and female. Please, let's not ignore that aspect as well. We are seeing a negative effect of ignoring the boy child. In Zambia, we call them junkies. We cannot afford to do that because they are the ones who come anyway to damage the girl child we are talking about, isn't it? So we must carry both together with some reasonable measure of attention. Africa's share of the global burden is not getting lighter, it's getting heavier. The burden is getting worse. So, and we know, and we need to raise a few issues here, what is driving this crisis. In order to find solutions, we need to understand, yes, there are many drivers to this challenge, but what are the key drivers? Maybe if we dealt with those, not only those in isolation, but of course others, that we may make a major impact. And we shouldn't be sliding backwards as a continent.
A Shalom bus registration number BAB 2898 was gutted by fire at the 10 Miles area in Mazabuka while en route from Lusaka to Johannesburg, South Africa. All 18 passengers escaped unharmed. The incident occurred around 5:30 hours. Southern Province Police Commissioner Mono Namalongo said police received a report from driver Edwin Hamulonga of Kamwala South in Lusaka. He said a motorist alerted the driver to check the rear of the vehicle after reaching the 10 Miles area. Inspection. The conductor discovered the rear-mounted engine compartment had caught fire. Efforts by the driver and conductor to extinguish the fire using fire extinguishers were unsuccessful. Police officers, together with personnel from the fire department,
Shalom Bas, he has been burnt to ashes. He with Mazabuka, 10 miles. He was going to South Africa, but people have survived.
the president of the Republican Progressive Party, Leslie Chikuse, has commended the Electoral Commission of Zambia for what he describes as transparency in handling of reports. Mr. Chikuse says the ECZ's approach has helped build public confidence in the electoral process. He has also expressed support for proportional representation reforms, suggesting that the nominated list should be at the president's discretion. Mr. Chikuse believes this would allow the head of state to appoint individuals from diverse backgrounds, strengthening inclusive representation.
And as a Republican Progressive Party, we are first and foremost very thankful to ECZ for the transparency approach that they have taken in the submission of these reports. Our view is mainly on the proportional representation, which clearly, without highlighting specific authorities, that the 20 women, 15 youths, and 5 people living with disability, the list must be attached to the presidential vote, and that this list must be publicized in public media and many other media. For us, this issue must be properly managed by political parties themselves, because it is a source for internal political party conflict. But also the democratic nature of it, which they, when they define the party list, they are saying a democratic. It has not been well defined, and our position is that the democratic part must be scrapped off and let it just be a party list, because once you attach a presidential election to the party list, it means the president is a president for all Zambians and not only a president for one political party. And because of that, the issue of attaching elections of a respective political party to the nomination into being one of the members, one of the nominated members in the proportional, will sideline other members from other for all Zambians, and not only a president for one political.
The Drug Enforcement Commission has recorded major cannabis seizures across the country under its ongoing Operation Kufeza, targeting illicit production and trafficking networks. In Lusaka Province, officers intercepted a consignment from Chirundu that had arrived on a bus from South Africa. A 33-year-old Congolese national was arrested at the Intercity bus terminus after officers discovered 33 pre-packed parcels of high-grade cannabis concealed in her luggage. In Wapula Province, a suspect in Chembe district was arrested for allegedly cultivating over 668 kilograms of cannabis plants. In Northwestern Province, 2 suspects were apprehended in Kalumbila district for unlawful cultivation and trafficking in cannabis. Meanwhile, in Muchinga Province, a suspect was arrested in Chinsali district for allegedly cultivating 70 kilograms of cannabis plants. All suspects are in custody and are expected to appear in court soon. DEC Deputy Public Relations Officer Teresa Mawere says the Commission remains committed to combating illicit drug activities and has urged members of the public to report suspected cases. We take a set of commercials. I'll be right back.
Admission is now open. Are you looking for a nurturing environment that fosters academic excellence, creativity, and personal growth for your children? Look no further than Christ Life School. Our dedicated team of educators and staff are committed to providing a world-class education that prepares students for success in an ever-changing world. With a focus on holistic development, we offer a range of programs and activities that cater to the unique needs and interests of each student. Why choose Christ Life School? We have experienced and passionate teachers, state-of-the-art facilities and resources, personalized attention and support, opportunities of extracurricular activities and talent development, strong emphasis on values and character development. So there you go. Admission is now open for 2026. Enroll today. Contact +260 976 840 108 or +260 968 594 434 or send an email on christlifeschoolzm@gmail.com. Christ Life School.
Koji Mwambeleko!
Your latest news.
The report was made by Mr. Abu Gujar, a 37-year-old Indian national residing in Olympia.
Top happening stories.
SDG number 6 on water and sanitation.
Community update.
Zambia and the nation at large is still mourning the death of the 60th Republican president.
Business news.
From here, there's going to be a great multiplier effect.
On the sport crossovers.
Of awaiting that the body would come back.
Koji Mwambeleko!
And a very good race, and we as a country are very proud of the works that he has done.
Kodi Mwambeleko. Get in touch with our news team on the numbers on your screen. Yes, Kodi Mwambeleko. We are in your face. We are closer to you. Light TV is a footway away from you. Kodi Mwambeleko. Zambia's trusted TV broadcaster.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. We continue with the news. The Ministry of Health has clarified an incident at Chainda Urban Health Center in Lusaka on 12 February 2026. The ministry says between 10 p.m. and 11 p.m., a group of people were outside the facility making loud noises. Security staff invited them to enter for assistance, but they left without seeking care. The cholera isolation area was locked in line with infection control protocols, while the main outpatient entrance remained open and accessible. A woman later arrived claiming a patient had been denied entry. She recorded the facility and threatened to post the footage online. Staff explained the barricaded area was restricted, and she left without receiving medical attention. Minutes later, allegedly threatening self-harm. Clinical assessments revealed water mixed with washing powder, not a pesticide. The ministry confirmed she had previously visited the facility but did not seek care. The ministry emphasized that Chainda Urban Health Center remained fully operational and no patient was denied treatment. Security measures are in place after recent thefts and staff threats. The statement was issued by Georgia Mutale Chimombo, Principal Public Relations Officer at the Ministry of Health Zambia, urging the public to verify information before sharing on social media. The Tonse Alliance has welcomed Labour Minister Brenda Tambatamba's proposal to increase access to the National Pension Scheme Authority contributions by 10%. But Alliance National Chairman for Labour and Social Services, Chanonda Ngwira, says the move is not enough. He warns that thousands of retirees are struggling due to low monthly payouts. Mr. Ngwira says the pension system needs broader reforms on benefit calculations, inflation, protection, governance, and investments. He calls for access to be expanded to 20% as part of a comprehensive reform package to ensure sustainable and dignified retirement for Zambian workers.
I want to, first of all, appreciate the Labour Minister, Madam Tambatamba, for her announcement that the government intends to increase a further 10% regards our employees accessing funds from the NAPSA. Much as we appreciate this as Tonse Alliance, we still have concerns because I feel incremental approach might not solve the bigger problem that our employees are facing out there, as well as those that have already retired. Our appeal and our desire as Tonse Alliance is that let there be a further 20% increment for them regards accessing these funds before their retirement. The reason is simple. This will help our employees to prepare adequately, to prepare in time, to prepare before their retirement. And I think also we must look beyond the employees that are currently in the system. We must look at those that have retired. When you look at what they get at the month end, it's something that is not able to sustain their lives. Cost of living is high, and many other things are going high. So all we want, or all we ask government, is that let there be a serious overhaul in terms of pensions reform.
The Zambian government has suspended all livestock import permits from South Africa following an outbreak of foot and mouth disease. The decision was announced by the Ministry of Fisheries and Livestock. In a statement, Principal Public Relations Officer Benny Munyama said the move is a precautionary measure to protect Zambia's livestock sector. The suspension covers all cloven-hoofed animals, livestock feed, trophies, skins, hides, and hooves from South Africa. Mr. Munyama added that the ministry has halted the issuance of new permits for the importation and transit of live cloven-hoofed animals and revoked previously issued permits. He said importation of cloven-hoofed products, including dairy, will only be allowed under strict mitigation measures in line with international animal health guidelines. Authorities say the restrictions will be reviewed depending on how the outbreak develops in South Africa. We take another break. On the other side, join me for sports and international news.
Autobest Engineering is a fully registered company that has services such as towing service. We have a saloon, we repair cars, we have a car wash.
Barber shop is a top-notch.
And many more.
Autobest Engineering is the company which you can rely on. We touch any car. We are just at the corner of Pemba Road and Mosotunya Road. You know what? We deliver the best. Yes, we are growing very fast. It's a top-notch company ever in Zambia. When you come, wherever you are, whether you are in America, you come to visit Zambia, please just go to Google Maps, type Autobest Engineering Group. It will take you where we are. Autobest is a one-stop shop.
Come to Autobest Engineering where the best is done. If you want to know where we're located along Mosotunya Road, just right at the corner of Pemba Road, Chilende South. If you want to contact us, you can call us on 0977 18 12 73.
Autobest Engineering, doing what we know best.
Are you a small business and want to grow? On Light TV, you too can sell. big earnings. Tap into the market. It's on fire, rolling and tasty. Irenda, irepia. Call our marketing team and be a part of this exciting offer. Revamp your business, re-strategize, and let our creative team take your business to the next level. Call the numbers on the screen now so that we can take your business to another level. Ilenda Ilepia, exclusive to Light TV.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. We continue with the news. In sports news, Konkola Blades Queens secured a 4-2 victory over Luyando Foundation Girls in the ZPL Women's Super League Week 24 fixture played on Saturday, 14th February in the 2025-2026 season. Chisola Ngandu opened the scoring in the 20th minute, followed by Towela Nkata in the 32nd minute and Natasha Witika in the 40th minute. Sampa Sasha Chisanga sealed the win with a goal in the 50th minute. Luyando Foundation Girls responded through Elina Mbewe in the 10th minute and Catherine Mulenga in the 67th minute, but it was not enough to overturn the deficit. The result strengthens Konkola Blades Queens' campaign as the league enters its final stretch. In international news, British Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer has announced that the United Kingdom will deploy a carrier strike group to the North Atlantic and Arctic region in 2026. The move was announced at the Munich Security Conference in Germany. The deployment will be led by His Majesty's ship Prince of Wales, the Royal Navy's largest aircraft carrier, and will include Royal Navy warships, RAF F-35 fighter jets and helicopters under Operation Firecrest. Starmer said this is a power show of force with NATO allies, including the United States and Canada, aimed at deterring Russian aggression and protecting vital Arctic and undersea infrastructure. The mission will involve activity under NATO's Arctic Sentry mission and sees UK forces working closely with allies to strengthen security in the High North. Starmer warned that Europe must be ready to fight against rising threats and underscored the UK's commitment to Euro-Atlantic defense alongside partners. This deployment marks one of the UK's most significant Arctic military commitments in recent years and reflects growing tensions in the region. That note brings us to the end of the main news, but before we go, a recap of the headlines. President Hakainde Hichilema launches 2025 report on ending child marriage in Africa. Government suspends livestock imports from South Africa. Drug Enforcement Commission records major cannabis seizures nationwide. And Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer announces move at Munich Security Conference.